Yo, what up, what up, what up, man? This the call-in show. You can jump on stream and talk to me while I'm doing cardio. Cause it's top of the year, man. We gotta get ripped. We gotta get shredded. And doing cardio is fucking boring. So I'd rather get on here and talk to y'all. Y'all gonna be my entertainment while I'm cutting. My goal each day is to burn about 4,000 total calories per day. Tracking it with the Aura Ring. And I'm eating like 2,000 calories per day. I typically, I probably burn about 35. Yesterday I got 3,500. I'm going for 4,000 today with 2,000 calories. Come on, man. To get super shredded so I can mog. I heard that's what the young people are saying now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start mogging you motherfuckers because I'm so lean. You know the vibes. What's going on, everybody? If you want to call in, hit that link in the description. And just make sure your camera's on. I answer all your questions, man. I'll give you some guidance through life so you can attack your 2026 goals and beyond. You know the vibes, man. Someone says, can you do too much cardio? Depends on what your goals are, man. I'm trying to get fucking shredded so I can mog. You know the vibes. We out here, man. We out. How y'all doing this afternoon, man? What's my biggest goal this year? Yo, you don't share your goals with other people, playboy. That's what you don't do, man. Because here's the thing. If you share your goals with people, let's say you fail or change your mind, then you look like a bitch, right? However, it also looks cooler. Like if you just accomplish it and it looks effortless, it looks cooler. That's the thing, man. You want shit to look effortless. That's one of the 48 laws of power. Make your accomplishments look effortless. If it looks like you a fucking try hard, then it's kind of lame sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I just did that shit. What's that? Oh yeah, it's nothing, man. You know. That's how it looks cooler. And plus, like there might be something, you might change your mind. You might be going after a goal and you realize what's required, and you might change your mind or switch paths. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you told everybody you're going to do this other shit, now you look like a hoe. You feel me? What up, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We out here, man. My man said, great start to the year, man. Started out by abandoning my family. Hey, man, it depends on what your goals are, player. It depends on what your goals are, Maybe they was holding you back. If that's I always tell people, man, if you've been with a girl, let's say you've been with a girl and she been with you through thick and thin, poverty, financial trouble, life trouble, and she stuck with you that whole time, you should probably dump her because she might be the reason you having all this bad luck. You feel me? She might be holding you back. She might be bringing some negative ass energy into your vicinity, which is causing you to fail at an alarming rate. In which case, man, you just gonna have to release her, let her test free agency out on the open market. You feel me? What's good, yo? Listen, there's a few things I wanted to go over. Yo, fuck with me right quick. All right. I'm about to give you guys 8 habits. I'm about to give you guys 8 habits that will fix almost all your problems. All right. If you follow these 8 habits, it's going to be difficult for you to fail at life. All right. If you fix these things. Now, number 1, you need to accept the fact that extreme results can only come from extreme effort. You see, I don't believe that. I think that when most people go after their goals or to try to accomplish something, they really underestimate exactly how much effort is accomplished. They really underestimate how much effort is required to accomplish that goal. And they put in the bare minimum. And they're trying to see, they say shit like, oh man, I worked hard enough for today. I can take tomorrow off. Or they say shit, if they're trying to follow a diet, they say shit like, oh man, I can eat this donut. One donut won't kill you. If I don't do this today, it won't kill you. Yeah, it won't kill you, but it won't help you. You know, you won't really succeed in life, at least not at a level that's above average, until you stop trying to see how much you can get away with and start seeing how much you can push yourself. Like really push yourself to capacity each day. I read a book a long time ago. I might have been 19 or 20. And I read a book called The Science of Getting Rich. A dude named Wallace D. Waddles. This I think this book was published in like 1910. It's over 100 years old. And one thing he kept saying in the book was, do all that can be done each day. You listen to this. Do all that can be done each day. And he probably wrote it in all caps, and it was multiple times throughout the book. And if you really think about that statement, do all that can be done each day. So that's not working hard. All that can be done is not working hard. It's not grinding. It's not hustling. No, it's working at capacity. Literally as much as you can do that day. And it's not sometimes, it's not most of the times. It's definitely not a lot. It's each day, every day, right? Really pushing it to the actual limit on a consistent basis, day in and day out, without days off, right? I don't think you can fail at anything within reason if you approach it with that sort of vigor. But most people never do that. They never do all that can be done each day. They'll be like, oh yeah, I work hard, or man, I do a lot. But doing all that can be done each day is a totally different way to go about your goals. And you will not fail under those circumstances. I promise you will not fail under those circumstances. And the thing is, almost nobody ever does that. Almost nobody approaches their goals with that sort of ferocity. But the few people who do, they accomplish the goals over a certain amount of time, and then people say, oh man, he's lucky, or they make up excuses to why he was successful or why he wasn't, or he's cheating, or he did that, or he did, or it's easy if he can do it, or he can do it, but I got this. And they make up all excuses, man. But are you doing all that can be done each day? If not, shut the fuck up and accept mediocrity. That's real shit. And also, there's some truth in your statement. Some people do have some advantages that you don't have. Some people may be able, they may be able to work harder than you because you have certain responsibilities or other shit going on. But it's not work as hard as this guy does every day. It's do all that can be done each day. Are you working to your capacity? Like within the confines of the responsibilities that you have, are you working to capacity within the confines of the limitations that you're under? You know what I'm saying? Are you making the most of the time you have? Are you making the most out of the resources you have? If not, shut the fuck up and accept mediocrity, right? Do all that can be done each day. Don't pussyfoot. Stop trying to see how much you can get away with. Start looking to see how far you can push yourself, and do it every day. And it'll become a habit, and you'll get used to it. And you'll see way more success, man. You have way more potential than you think. You're just not bringing it to the surface because you out here pussyfooting, looking for cheat codes instead of going all out. The next habit is you have to learn how to, I call this condensing time. Right? Some things are just going to take a certain amount of time, no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter how many women you have sex with or how many times you have sex with a woman. It's still going to take 9 months for her to make a baby in her stomach. But outside of things like that, you can actually compress time between where you are now and the goals you want to accomplish. For example, I had a student in my high ticket trainer program where I teach trainers how to grow their online fitness business. I had these two students who started around the same time. And One's name was Corey, the other's name was Anthony, right? And they were in very similar situations, and they joined like on the same day. And 90 days later, Corey was making over $10,000 a month, and Anthony was still struggling. He was only making $2,000-3,000 a month. One month he made five, and he was always complaining about like not being able to get leads or not being able to. People weren't as interested in his stuff. He wasn't getting as many. His main complaint was he wasn't getting as many leads as some of the other people. And I was like, yo, bro, how many hours a day are you spending on your business? And he was like, yeah, I'm spending like 1 or 2 hours a day, you know? And I talked to Corey. I was like, bro, how many hours are you spending? And he said, well, now they both have full-time jobs. And Corey said, man, I'm putting in 6 to 8 hours every day. And I was like, motherfucker, can't you see why you're only making between $2,000 and $5,000 a month? And he's making twice as much as you because he's putting in like 2-3 times as much effort as you. He's putting in 2-3 times as much work as you, right? Their goal was both $10,000 a month, but Corey got there faster because he condensed time, meaning he made the most out of each day, right? He put more work into his goal each day, and that condensed the time it took for him to actually reach the goal because of the amount of effort and reps he put in each day. He was putting in 2 or 3 times as much as the other guy, right? And you can do that with most goals. Outside of like, you can do that with most goals. I mean, there's some things like, having a baby, that's going to take 9 months, no matter what, right? But with most of the goals that you want to accomplish, you can condense time. And the way you do that is making sure you squeeze as much success out of each day as possible. So I want you to think of every minute of the day like a bullet, right? Are you wasting your bullets, not shooting them, keeping it in the chamber, or you firing a bullet every 60 seconds? You get what I'm saying? And the way you do that is you want to. Okay, let me start that analogy over again. I want you to treat your day like ammunition, right? And every hour is a bullet, right? All right. If you waste the hour, then you waste your shot, right? But if you actually make the most out of each hour of each day, you're going to hit the target more often, which means you get closer to your goals quicker. You know what I'm saying? And the way you need to do that is, I talked about it before. I've said this many times. You got to plan every hour of every day in your calendar, right? Oh, I'm going to get into that next one. But you got to stop wasting time and go super hard every day, every hour of every day. And every hour of every day needs to be accounted for. Yeah. And to do that, you're going to have to plan every hour every day in your calendar, because every hour is like the bullet. It's like your ammunition. And if you can make the most out of each day, what's going to happen is you'll have a success. You'll have a more successful. You'll get more. You'll have more success during that day than if you were just doing it regular, right? You'll get more success out of it each day. And if you extrapolate that over the course of a week, then you'll have a more successful week. You'll have more successes that week. And then you do that for 4 weeks in a row, then you'll have more success that month. You do that for the whole fucking year. You do that for 12 months in a row. Your 2026 will be a successful year, way more successful than when you were wasting mad hours. So I want you to take inventory of how you're spending your time. Really take inventory. Are you wasting it bullshitting when you're playing that video game? Is this moving you closer to your goal or not? You know what I'm saying? When you're scrolling the internet, is this moving you closer to your goal or not? If you're bullshitting, is it moving closer to your goal or not? Right? Because if you are always working on stuff that'll move you closer to your goals, then you'll condense the time it takes for you to actually reach the goals. Right? Now, habit number 3 is eliminating distractions. But here's the thing. A lot of people talk about different ways to eliminate distractions, but I think distractions are not the disease, they're the symptoms of a disease. The real problem is not planning your day, right? When you wake up with a pile of vague things to do and your brain kind of just shuts down. Have you had this experience? You had all this stuff to do, and your brain shut down. It's confusing, and it kind of causes you to procrastinate because you don't know exactly where to start. So you say you're getting ready, but you end up procrastinating, scrolling, playing video games, been watching TV, like mental escapes, because your brain's kind of overwhelmed with all this shit you say you need to do to accomplish your goals. And when every hour of every day is not planned, then that's when you get distracted. If you had a game plan for the day, you would know just to follow it. If you just had your calendar, you would know what you were supposed to be doing right now. And it'd be more difficult for you to get distracted because you would be able to actually attack that goal. But when you have all this a pile of bullshit you know you're supposed to do, it's almost overwhelming unless it's organized in a plan, an action plan, a game plan, a battle plan for the day. Right? So when every hour of every day is planned, distractions lose power because you know what you're supposed to be doing and when you're supposed to do it. And that clarity removes distractions. That clarity removes decision fatigue, and it kills procrastination at its roots. Right? Of course, you can do stuff like put your phone in another room and move to a quiet place. All that stuff is helpful, but you're what's happening is you're attacking the symptoms. The disease is not having a plan for the day. All right. The next habit that's gonna fix your motherfucking life is protect the big rocks first. Let me give you an example. You can build your calendar out in layers. Right. So the first thing you need to do when you're planning every hour of every day in your calendar is you want to put in the recurring task. All right. This is going to be like, you ever seen that analogy where they have a fucking jar or some shit and they fill it with big rocks and they fill it with small rocks and they fill it with sand? Okay. The big rocks are your non-negotiables, things you have to do every day, right? Maybe it's stuff like work, right? If you got a job, school, sleep, you put that sleep in your calendar. These are the recurring tasks: work, school, sleep. If you got a family, time with your family, time with your girl, when you're going to work out, right? Now you got the bases covered. Those are like the big rocks. You got those in your calendar, right? Then the next block, the smaller rocks, these are the things that help you accomplish your goals, right? Because your calendar will still have some white space in there, right? And you start filling up that white space with like the things that help you accomplish your goals. You have a business, all right? How many hours a day are you going to work on that business, right? If you have some other kind of goals you want to accomplish, you put that in your calendar around the big rocks, okay? And then you still probably have a little bit of white space in your calendars, a half hour here, 30 minutes there, whatever. That's when you do all the bullshit. That's when you do the shit you got to get around to, right? And the reason we want to do that is because a lot of times you be doing that shit in reverse. You know what I'm saying? You'll be bullshitting the day and you'll try to get around to things that accomplish your big goals, or you'll try to get around to things that or sometimes you get around to sleep. It's like, oh man, I didn't get enough sleep last night, but you was up playing Call of Warfare. You was up late playing Minecraft or some shit, World of Minecraft. All right. When you should have been protecting those big rocks and then filling the bullshit time. If you want to grab a game of fucking Super Smash real quick, you got 30 minutes, but your calendar is locked in, then go do it then. You get what I'm saying? but you want to build it around the big rocks first, and then the sand is all the other bullshit, the shit that you just get around to when you get a chance, right? All right. The next thing, oh, yo, Musafa, what up, homie? I see you in the waiting room. Give me 1 second, all right? Let me just finish these tips. We're going to be there, man. I got you, Playboy. All right. The next tip, the next habit that's going to help you is, yo, start tracking your calories. I promise you, if you start tracking your calories, it will be super easy for you to accomplish all your fitness goals. It will be so much easier. You're making it way more difficult than it needs to be because you're not tracking your calories. You can't out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training. You can't out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training. And it's so easy to get fat. I don't think you guys understand how easy it is to get fat. You should be able to know by looking around, right? The average American is 17 pounds overweight. That's almost everybody, right? And it's so easy for it to happen. Every pound of fat you gain, it means that you ate 3,500 calories over maintenance, right? So let's just say, unbeknownst to you, you ate 200 calories over maintenance, right? Doesn't seem like a lot, not a big deal, right? That's like a 2 bananas or, you know, a big handful of almonds or some shit, right? It's easy to get over 200 calories over maintenance, right? Now, let's say you did that every day. Well, if you did that every day for a year, just 200 calories over maintenance, that would mean you have consumed the extra 73,000 calories for the year, right? 73,000 divided by 3,500 is like 20 pounds. That would mean you have put on 20 pounds of fat for the year with just a little bit each day. That's why it's so sinister. Like eating too many calories is so sinister. So when you're not tracking your calories, it's very easy to accidentally get fat. That's how most people get fat without realizing. They're not trying to. They think they're eating healthy or they think they're eating good. But if you just go a little bit over maintenance every day, that shit will add up and you will get fat. That's what happens to almost everyone. Like statistically, like almost everyone. And yo, I watched the Bears game over the weekend. Yo, when they kept showing the crowd, I was like, yo, man, motherfuckers in Chicago like to eat. I can see it, man. Motherfuckers in Chicago, like, I'm from Chicago. I know, man. We got some good food. Motherfuckers was at Portillo's and Harold's Chicken frequently. I saw it. When they kept showing the crowd, I was like, yo, my city needs help. You know? By contrast, if you start tracking the calories, every pound of fat you want to lose, you got to burn an extra 3,500 calories. Then you consume. Check it out. It's real simple. All you got to do, you start tracking how many calories you burn each day, right? I use the Oura Ring, but you can use Fitbit, Apple Watch, anything like that. It gives you a rough estimate of how many calories you're burning each day, right? And then track how many calories you consume each day. Use MyFitnessPal. Super simple. Motherfuckers act like it's hard tracking your calories in MyFitnessPal. I used to have to do it with a pen and paper and a notebook before smartphones were invented. and it's super simple. So what you need to do, and you start tracking your calories, how much you burn and how much you consume. If you burn 500 calories more than you consume each day, you do that for 7 days, you'll burn a pound of fat per week, right? If you want to lose 2 pounds of fat per week, then just burn 1,000 calories more than you consume each day. I'm telling you, it would be impossible for you to lose fat. I mean, it would be impossible for you not to lose fat, right? Tracking your calories. And even if you're not trying to gain weight, just so you don't eat over, because it's super easy to get fat, guys. I'm telling you. I don't think you understand how easy it is. All right. Yo, I see Muhammad and Andres in the chat. I'm about to get you a minute. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So I got you guys, man. I'm excited to talk to you. All right. Yo, next thing you need to do is track your spending. All right. Track your spending. If you don't track your money, it's almost irresponsible. I kind of feel like it's irresponsible because money is so important in a first world country, in a capitalistic country or planet on earth. Money is super important. It's like one of the few things you can't live without. You need food, shelter, water, oxygen. And oxygen is the only thing on that list that's free, right? So you need money to stay alive, right? And money makes all your decisions, right? Some of you guys will be watching this on a different or better device if you had more money, right? Some of you guys would be living in a different place if you had more money. You don't do the best for your family, you do the best you can afford, right? You don't send your kids to the best school, you send your kids to the best school you can afford, right? Money makes all your decisions. 100% of them are filtered through how much money you would have. You would make different decisions if you had different money, if you had a different amount of money, right? And because we understand that, we're realists, right? We understand that we need to take it seriously, man. And like the most important thing to do is track your spending. All right. So you can sign up from monarch.com. That's the one I use now. I used to use Mint before they shut down, right? You hook all your accounts to it, all your debit cards, all your credit cards, your brokerage accounts, your investment accounts, any properties you own, throw the shit you own in there, and you can track your net worth in real time, right? So it's like a scoreboard for your financial health, right? And then what you want to do is what it's going to do is it's going to show you every transaction and help you categorize it, and you can see where you need to cut spending, where you can cut the frivolous spending, right? Because if you want to get rich, you have to make more money than you spend and invest the difference. That's the only way to get rich. And if you do that over a long enough period of time, you will get rich. The three things you should invest in are either the stock market, real estate, or your own business. Your own business is going to give you the highest return, but it's the riskiest, but it'll give you the highest return, right? Those are the three things you invest in, right? But to invest, you have to have disposable income, meaning you have to make more money than you spend. So we have to track the spending, and it will track the income as well, right? And then we anything you track, you're going to improve. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it, right? Next thing you need to do, guys, all you guys in the waiting room, I'm almost done, man. I'm just gonna run through this. All right. Yo, the next habit you need to cultivate is doing the hard thing first. Pause. Right. So when you structure your days, you want to front load it with the most difficult tasks and get them out the way. The things you've been procrastinating on, the things you want to do the least. Right. Some of y'all, that's working out. Right. That's not working out for me. It'll be like some fucking accounting shit or fucking with spreadsheets, some like boring ass work. I front load my days with that bullshit. And then I do the stuff that I enjoy more after the bullshit is done. So you want to think about it like dinner before dessert. I don't eat dessert. I guess I'm not a fucking woman or a child, but you know what I mean. It's the same concept. The same concept. You give yourself a treat, pause, after you've done the difficult things, right? And you front load it, knock it out first. Just get it out the way. As soon as all the things you've been procrastinating on, front load your days with that. I promise you'll be more productive as a result, because you don't want to procrastinate with the fucking bullshit, because a lot of things that you're avoiding are most times the things you need to do to accomplish your goals, all right? And here's the most important thing. Oh, this is one of the most important habits, is you need to eliminate negative inputs in your life, right? Whatever you focus on, you're going to feel, right? And your emotion, the decisions you make are influenced by the emotional state you're in when you make the decision. You get what I'm saying? And you ever been like super horny and you fucked an ugly girl, right? Had you been in a different state, you wouldn't have made that decision. You know what I'm saying? Or you ever been super mad and said or did something that you regretted? Yeah. If you were in a different state, you would have made a different decision. You get what I'm saying? The decisions you make are based off the emotions you feel at the time you make the decision. Right. I have a friend who's doing life in prison, right? Double homicide. He killed those people, right? But if he was in a different state at that time, he wouldn't have committed a double homicide. He might have made a different decision under those circumstances, right? So it's important that we monitor our emotions. And one important way to do that is to eliminate the negative inputs, right? So these are negative people, negative. There's a few ways to do that. One, I don't let anyone talk negative about me. I don't let anyone talk negatively around me, even if they're talking about themselves. Like I'll stop and be like, "Hey, brother, don't say nothing about yourself. You don't want to be true, you know." Or I'll switch it. I'm like, "Yeah, no, I feel you, man. I'm sorry that shit happened, man. What's the next move, man? How we gonna get out of this, man? How we gonna make this? How we gonna improve the situation, right? Even if something's going wrong, you want to focus on how you can improve the situation. Always be focusing on winning. Always be focusing on improvement, right? So I don't let no one talk negative around me. And if they refuse to comply, then I eliminate them from my life, like straight up. Yep, yep. My man Brandon's right. That's one of the 48 laws of power. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky, because that shit is contagious. Fuck what you heard. That's one of the most sinister parts about growing up in the hood. Like when I was on the south side of Chicago, it feels hopeless, right? It's like a negative energy around. People don't feel positive and optimistic, you know? So if people refuse to comply, I remove them from my life. Straight up. I don't listen to no sad music. My alarm goes off, I get money by 50 Cent, because that's what I'm trying to focus on, right? It's like an affirmation. I get money, money I got. I get money, money I got, right? It's like an affirmation. I don't listen to no fucking sad music. I don't even listen to like fucking conscious rap where they rapping about all the problems in the world. Man, fuck that. Fuck that shit, man. That shit is self-indulgent, first part, because ain't no conscious rap song ever changed shit. Right? We need to I focus on positivity. All I want to hear is songs about getting money and accomplishing goals. Right? I'm not listening to no breakup music, none of that. I'm not watching no fucking sad movies. I'm watching movies about people. If I do watch movies, it's about people accomplishing things, becoming victorious. You know what I'm saying? No negative inputs, man. You really have to monitor that, because whatever you think about, you're going to feel. All right. Hey, listen, if you're trying to grow your online fitness business, I got a positive input for you. I got a positive input for you. If you want to learn how to grow your online fitness business, I got a free guide, link in the description, where you can learn how to make your first $5,000 as an online trainer. Go ahead and click the link in the description. Let's get it. All right, guys, man, we got some people in the waiting room. That's what's up, man. What's good? What's good, everybody? Oh, all right. We're about to bring on Musaf in a minute. Let me answer the super chat real quick. Yo, was going to, my man Sabretooth, was going to start taking protein powder. I'm going with organic grass fed. What kind would you recommend? Man, it don't even matter. Any kind of whey protein. I don't do none of that organic shit. I don't do no grass fed shit. None of that shit. All that shit is majoring in the minors. Once you get your calories and your macros right, all that shit everything else will fall into place, man. Like straight up, man. Everything else is majoring in the minors. Then my man, $50, man. Thank you for setting the tone for 2026. God bless you. Hey, man, appreciate that, brother. Shout out to you, man. All right, Musafa, what's up? Joining the stage. What's good, Playboy?
Thank you, brother.
Up,
My name is Mustafa. Thank you for inviting me and giving me this chance. I'm from Uganda, by the way, here in
all right.
Africa. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So I work as a shadow operator, and I niched
As a
down
what?
into helping
I'm
a
sorry, as
shadow
what?
operator.
A shadow operator?
Yeah.
What is
And
that?
I'm breaking it down for you. I'm going to explain it to
All right,
you.
cool.
Like I do help fitness creators make money online from
Okay.
their audience,
Okay.
just like the way you do help them. but I just look for those who have following around 10K to 100K. I look for micro creators who are
Mhm.
not yet making money from their audiences.
Okay.
Then I just help them build that infrastructure and then go all the way into making money. But I've been facing a challenge since I've just joined this field, and I've been trying. I've so far got some two clients, but I'm really running out of content on what I'm really supposed to tell them to do and all that stuff to drive them on accomplishing and making money out of their audience and getting what they want.
Mhm.
So that's where I'm really getting a bit of challenge. So I'm really asking you a favor, and if at all it's possible for you to break for me down a few points on what exactly I'm supposed to help them out, and they should get to deal with that and start printing money out of their audiences.
Yeah.
Uh,
So how do right now how do you monetize one of these influencers? What's your monetization strategy?
So what I do is that they don't pay me anything. What I do is that I make partnerships with them,
Mhm.
and they give me, for example, like 30%, and they take the 70%, and we
Yeah.
just we get automated partnership splits using the app that is called Warp. Yeah, and then that's where I help them to build their digital products from,
You help
and
them build
then
digital products. Got it. And then they sell the digital products.
yeah, and
Got it. Yeah, I used to do that for
like,
trainers. I used to do that for like trainers back in the day. But
yeah,
like big trainers, they had to have like a lot of a big following. So I had a lot of yeah. We
so
ran the ads for them. I built the funnels. We helped them build the product. Yeah, the whole shit. Okay. All right. So what's the price point for these digital products?
I normally tell them that whenever we are on a journey to launch our digital product, our first
Mm.
launch, because I normally tell them that they should run a challenge that will be able to get them testimonials. So that's
Oh,
what I
so I
normally
mean,
tell
what's
them.
what's the what's the price point, brother? That's not what I asked. What's the price point?
The price,
Yeah, well, how
of
much
course,
are do they? Yeah, the
do
digital
they
products
charge?
that you help them sell. How
Yeah,
much do you sell it for?
the $200
$200 one time, or is it recurring?
per month.
$200 a month for digital
Yeah,
products.
yeah.
How many of those you've been selling?
Currently, I've not been selling any of them, but I just make partnership with them, and
Yeah,
then they get to whenever they make a sell. That's when I get
you
paid.
get commission.
So
Yeah,
yeah, so it's an automatic. It's an automatic payment method
yeah,
used by the app called Warp.
yeah. I'm familiar with it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So that's how I get paid, according to what we have agreed upon. Like if at all they
I
take
got. I
70.
understand. I understand. I understand. All right. So, first of all, what issue? What problem are you having?
So the problem I'm having is that I'm really lacking a bit of that knowledge that you have. I know you are really a master in this because I've
Thank
been following your content. I've really been watching your videos, and thank you so much for all that help.
You're
And
welcome.
so I'm really not so well versed with everything that I'm supposed to show
Yeah,
them out so that they get to build exactly what
yeah.
you do help with your
So
clients.
you're selling it for $200 a month? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I normally tell them to charge
Yeah,
for them.
that's gonna be hard for like a digital product in the fitness like just the market rate. That's above market rate. Um, that's gonna be difficult. All right, so okay, I can try to make it work, right? But
Yes,
yeah, that sounds expensive for that, right? Because what I teach trainers to do is to do online training. Like they want
Yeah.
like real training instead of like a course, right? And
Yeah.
because training, they actually talk to the person, and
Yeah,
then
exactly. That's
that's
what
like
I do.
297 a month. What's up?
Online training.
What?
By the way, I think I think it's the problem of English for language barrier, kind of. But what I know, what I'm trying to mean is that I do help them start making money from their audience while training people how to get a better physique.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
Yes.
but it's like if you there's a difference between a course and online training, right? With online
Yeah.
training, you're making custom workout plans and custom meal plans for one client, right? And you're making
Yeah.
sure they do it every day, right? So you're contacting them texting them every day, and making sure you can see if they track their calories, their macros, and you're making sure that they adhere to the plan. A course is like, hey, here's some videos, good luck, and it sounds like that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I just feel like that's going to be a hard sell. But listen, man, listen, it depends on the marketing. It depends on the person. Like there's somebody who could sell it. Right. Like, if The Rock came out with some shit like that, people would buy it. But I think it's going to be a difficult sell at that price point. I really do. I think it's going to be a difficult sell at that price point.
Because what really makes me make them to price it according to that rate, it's because by using that app they will always do weekly check-ins with their, okay, they will be going always on weekly live calls with
Yeah,
their
but it's a
clients.
group live call, right? It's not
Mm.
like a real one-on-one check-in. So that's what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
different, like, okay, group online training is one-on-one. You're
Yeah.
talking about like a group setting where everybody's doing the same workouts and it's not tailored according to them, right?
Yeah.
I get it, man. So is your problem? So I think it's gonna be a hard sell. I'm gonna be honest with you. However, you are where we are. You already agreed to it. That's what's happening. So I'm gonna try to help. What exactly is the problem? Is the problem getting people to buy it, or is it the problem? Like, tell me exactly what your problem is, and I'll try to help you solve it.
So the problem is to getting people to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too expensive for what it is. That's why. I think you got the wrong price point. How many have you sold?
So far, not yet, because what really made me start pricing it at that rate, because I saw a video of yours saying like the fitness creators should not at least charge below $80 per week. So, and
Yeah,
then I
but
was like,
like it's different. Dude. We're doing online coaching, right?
yeah,
Online personal training. You're selling a course. You get what I'm saying? It's different. Like if you wanted to pay me to coach you, right, one
yes,
on one, that's different than you buying a video course that I made, right? It's different.
yes,
I'm not saying it's not valuable. It's just different. It's like you would pay more for me to train you one on one, for me to work with you one on one, than you would for a video course, right?
I
Right. You
understand.
took my pricing structure from online training and you applied it to something else, right? So
Yes,
what you're doing, you got to do low ticket and you got to go
yes.
for volume to
So
make
like
that.
at what price would you at least tell me like this is
It,
what
dep-
they
it
should
depends on the
do?
creator. It depends on the creator. The you know, yeah, I would say like maybe you can get $100, but that's a lot, right? 50, maybe 50. $50 a month, yeah, for like just a course that everybody's doing the same shit. That's different than online training. You know,
Yes,
it doesn't even have the same perceived value. Um, for fitness, right? For fitness, if it was a different industry, then maybe you could
yes.
charge like a lot more, right? But for fitness, yeah, man, going over 100 is gonna be a dubious proposition to say the least. I think you price yourself too high, man.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think
Thank you.
you might want to go. You might want to go down to 50, start getting some testimonials, and get some people in there, and then as it gets more popular, and you get a bunch of testimonials for helping people, then you have more
Yeah,
social proof, and then you might be able to like start raising the prices.
I get it.
All right, makes sense, brother.
It makes sense. I really appreciate your time.
No problem, man.
Yeah,
Good luck
God
to you.
bless you.
All
I
right, for
really
sure.
appreciate.
Hey, same here,
Okay.
man. All right, peace.
All right.
All right, man. Yo, now we got the homie. Oh, there's a lot of people in the waiting room. That's what's up, man. We got the homie Andres. What up, Playboy? What's
Hey
going on?
Brandon, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Do you hear me well? I had the call a while back and they said they had mic issues.
I hear you just fine, Playboy.
Perfect. All right, awesome.
Mhm.
I'll just go straight into the questions.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Uh, uh, so one question I had is, so I don't know if you remember, but I have a data analytics business where I help businesses build CRMs.
Mhm.
It kind of solves a few problems. Is for mainly I work with marketing agencies, so I build CRMs for their multiple brands, or I help a company that's struggling with a migration, they're struggling with et cetera, that I build out their structure.
You build out
Right.
CRMs for them. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So
Are you
one,
when you say you build it? Are you using like Go High Level or something, or you like
yeah, I
coding?
use Go High Level. No,
Okay.
no, no. Yeah, I use Go High Level or HubSpot, then I work on the implementation. So mainly what I'm doing is
Got it.
building the data structure, the sequences, reporting,
Okay.
consulting, basically like a high ticket consulting job, if that makes
Sounds
sense.
good, man.
Yeah. So, and that works out well. I have probably a few issues. One is organizing like my calendar around scope of work, because I've struggled scoping the actual like assignment, I guess, if that makes sense. And two
Yeah,
is training people to.
training people.
Mhm.
You have people who work underneath you, or you mean training the people in the organizations?
Yeah, so I have one person that underneath me. So I have, because basically after 2 or 3 gigs, I'm done. Like, so like there's no scale after that. At least with just me myself, right?
Got
Because
it.
I have to. There's a few things I probably have to build to get to that point where
Mhm.
it's just fully automated. But until then, that's like a tough. So I have to build like a really advanced software, which I can
Okay.
do, but it takes time.
Yeah.
So I hired one person, and she does like reporting and etc. And there's some of the things I don't want to do.
Mhm.
I'm trying to train her and even just more people on how to do what I do, but it's very
Yeah.
broad. It's very custom solutions, because I think
Yeah.
I noticed like my biggest skill. I'm talking too much. I think
Mhm.
my biggest skill is like solution architecting. So
Yeah.
like if I'm talking about your business or etc., I'll solution architect your CRM, and that's really what you pay for, right? Because
Mm.
it'd be difficult for anybody who hasn't done it for as long as I have to do
Yeah.
that. Less the actual menial task of what I do.
Yeah. Have you
So
built out a SOP?
no.
Oh, that's your problem. It's gonna be hard to train people without SOP, right? So
Yeah.
for those of y'all listening, it's standard operating procedure, right? So what I would do if I was you, a quick way to start building one is every time you do a task, like record it with like in Loom or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you categorize that somewhere, right? Even if it's just a fucking Google sheet, right? And you want to have a SOP for everything you do in the business, and that way when you onboard someone you can hand them the SOP, or at least the one
Yeah.
SOP for their position. You get what
But
I'm saying?
even like, yeah, that's where I'm struggling with, because I had that thought too, but I'm struggling breaking down my work into tasks, if that makes sense. Where it's,
What part of that? What part of that is a struggle?
for example, like if I wanted to train someone how to build a report,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't know how to break that down into steps, right? Because in my head, I'm just, okay, I'm gonna build the report, and
Yeah,
then that's the part where I'm struggling, and even like the solutions are a little custom. So,
yeah.
like for example, right, like if I wanted to integrate Google Ads into HubSpot,
Okay.
etc., it'll change a little bit by business,
Yeah.
and I'd have to create an ETL for Google Ads, which would change by business too. Then I have to write a custom script to get it into a certain format, and then I'd have to build a report that designs based on that customer's use case.
Mhm.
Which the instructions I'm getting, I know that the client doesn't know what they want either, so I have to assume that's just the part that I'm struggling with.
So
Like,
there's a lot of, so basically it sounds like you're having a difficulty putting together SOP because each customer's request is customized. Is that what I'm hearing?
yeah, even if the request is the same, the solution is unique.
The
So
solution.
like, yeah, so like if you were to go through, like a sales report for you would be different than a sales report for someone even in the exact same business, at
Mm.
least in my head, because of company size, because of the
Uh,
way your CRM set up, what marketing channels you're using.
yeah. is there no way to templatize that a little bit?
That's what I'm struggling with. And like
Yeah.
I think there is. So like for social media ads, I've been able to templatize it because I use
Okay.
the same software for the ETL, and then the metrics are the same: AOV, CPL, all those metrics are the same. So that I could build like a templatized report for it, and that worked. But then, like for example, like there's one client that was a cybersecurity one.
Yeah.
They had a custom ask, a custom property or etc. that they use for a different problem. So then for that one, I was like, I tried to train the person to do it, but she couldn't do it, right? And it wasn't her fault. It was more, it's my fault, right? It's like I haven't been able to structure her training to be able to solve that problem.
How long have you been doing this?
Like me personally or the business?
How long you've been doing this business?
Right. So this business a few months, and then but me personally doing like the work, is like 10 years.
10 years. Okay, yeah. So you had like some domain expertise that.
Yeah, like I've been starting since I was 16, like programming.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that.
And then my first job as like a help desk, supposed to like take calls and help people reset passwords, was a CRM implementation.
Got you. So what you might have to do, and this might be daunting, is you might have every time you do it a certain way. And tell me, you're gonna tell me this works or not, because I don't know your business as well as
you know the industry well, though.
Yeah,
right?
I do.
So, like, yeah.
If it were me, I would think that I would have to do it every time when it's a new use case, right? And document that one. And eventually, I'm assuming I'd get through most of the use cases, and then I'll have it documented.
That's probably why I'm struggling with it. Not struggling with it. I'm just like, there's a point where like I'm doing it is like, if it makes sense, like I see like the Mount Everest of like SOP work I have to do, and I've been like procrastinating it.
Are there there's some things that can't be they can't make into a template right now, but are there is there a lot of things you can get off your plate that you can make a template for?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. There is for sure. So I think I'm trying to. So onboarding, I don't have an onboarding process for my business yet, right? So that's probably something that I can templatize.
Yeah.
Where my product just has to be more like my product is inconsistent too, right? So
you're doing so that's a problem with scaling. So check it out. Right now, you're running like a boutique kind of business, right? So you're doing everything. You're tailoring your services for each person. Right?
Yeah, and that's even after I've niched. So like
so the and that's cool. You can make a lot of money doing that, and it's an easier sell sometimes, right? But
you just say yes to everything, and then
you say, right. But if you want to scale, you might have to narrow your scope of what you offer, right, or the way you do it, right. That way you can make these templates. You can make templates that you can bring people on to do. Right. In a perfect world, you can hire any asshole to do it, you know. In a perfect world.
That's what I'm trying to do too, because like I want to keep my margin.
Fucking 10 years, it has to be doing it for 16 years to do what you do. It's gonna be hard to scale. The downside of that is what I've seen with people who have boutique businesses like you, is they start scaling and the quality goes down. Right. So you got to do it in a way where it's like you're still getting quality. You know, I've seen this, man. Like one of my boys, he had a real boutique kind of business like you, where everybody was getting some kind of different. And
I notice it even if I get like I'm noticing it when I get 3-4 contacts or 3-4 people like work, like my quality goes down too, because then I'm working. It's like I can't get any leads, and I get leads, and then it's like I have to like go till 3 a.m. I'm just like my whole planned week just got thrown to the gutter.
I think you got to make your shit like, you know, like McDonald's. Like McDonald's can scale because you can only get what's on the menu.
Yeah.
You know, you can make some customizations, right? But they can get a high school kid to make those customizations, right?
Right.
Like, you know, but if everybody's getting shit, if there is no menu and people are making up what they want, then it's gonna be difficult unless you find someone as good as you to do it.
Yeah, I just can't afford that guy.
Find people as good as you or close to it, right? And then you build a team around them, because not everybody wants to be entrepreneur. You know, some people just
No, yeah. And there's even parts of me where it's just like, if I
bro,
could,
I get
like,
it.
yeah, like there's every day I'm just like, I know I have the freedom, but like it's like I made more money than I've ever made, and I feel poorer than ever.
Ain't that the truth, man? You know what I'm
'Cause
saying? Because entrepreneurship is difficult because you got to handle every part of the business, marketing, the sales, customer service, you know. But if you got a job, you just handle your part of the job, right? You know,
yeah.
and so
And you get the
that's
check every month,
you
every
get the
two
check.
weeks. Yeah,
You get the check, man. But you got to eat what you kill too, right? So there's the added pressure.
yeah,
You know, but that's what makes the economy go around.
yeah.
There's people who are willing to do it. So I say that to say there's a lot of people who don't want that pressure
Right.
and don't want to do all that shit. If you can get a few A players, right? Instead of, because you might tell me you on the Filipino website getting people to do it.
No, I'm on Upwork, right? So,
You know, all right, yeah.
but yeah, no, like it's just a huge arbitrage, and you can hire someone at $10 an hour.
Yeah. If you can find
And-
somebody with a high skill level who can figure out some of the stuff that you're doing, you can make broad templates, and they have the skill set to figure some of the things out. Then you might be able to scale some more, right?
Yeah.
It might be the person, right? Like you got to train. You might have to get someone. The more I think about it, someone who you just have to show the basics. You have to just show how you do it, how you want certain things done, but they can figure out the rest.
Yeah, because I can handle the QC. Like if I'm just QCing, I don't care. Like I had a QC. I think she's awesome, but like she made mistakes. I have to QC it anyways.
Yeah, you got to find somebody who's good like you, who doesn't want to have their own business.
Yeah. How did you do it when you were? Because you were doing personal training online.
Yeah.
Do you have a limit to scale? Also, like you only have so many hours in the day. Like how do you?
I pick pieces of my job. Like, okay, so when you're an entrepreneur, you do everything, right? The sales, the marketing, the thing. And I would break off pieces and hire someone to do those pieces. So I remember the first hire I made was a video editor.
Yeah, I have video editor too.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So like that saved me a bunch of time. And then I was able to pump out more material because he was doing that shit full time.
Yeah.
And I focused on it. Then I hired I don't remember who the second hire was. I don't remember.
But were you focusing on? I guess like to help me. Sorry, though. Were you focusing on revenue or ops mainly? If that makes sense.
Oh man, I'm a marketer, right? So I was focusing on on revenue, but you have to do ops as well, right? You had to do ops. And I did.
I wonder, and this is like where I was like, if I should just only focus on people replacing me in the front end of the business. And I just suffer with the service until it gets to a certain point where, like I've had enough time or whatever that I can
maybe, and if it proves to be too difficult to find someone who can actually interpret a lot of stuff you're saying, and can see something, can figure something.
Even I struggle, even like a sales marketing thing. I struggle articulating it. In a way too.
Somebody can do sales, maybe someone who can do sales, right? Maybe you find someone who can do the marketing, right? And maybe the fulfillment is the last thing you outsource, because sales was the last thing I outsourced, but that's where
that's because that was your best.
That was my strength, right? So maybe you hold on to your strength, you get other people, maybe. And it might be easier to find those people.
Is that the way you prioritize always, or is it kind of business by? I know the answer.
That's just how how I did it, man. Because that's where my skill set was. But I've seen people hire salespeople first. I've seen that.
But do you think it's just like entrepreneur by entrepreneur kind of? It's unique, and there's not a right answer.
You got to base it off your strengths and your proclivities and the things you do well versus the things you don't do well.
Yeah. I think my best things are the sales, and then. Yeah, I'm just struggling with like margin. I'm probably taking too long, but like I'm struggling to hire more people to do my technical work too, because I'm just like, right now, like I don't make that much where it's like I could just eat it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you can. It depends. That's just so I always think about when I think about hiring people, it's like, will it make the pie bigger? What I mean was like, if I hire, that makes my slice of the pie smaller, right? My percentage. But if the pie it gets bigger, then who gives a fuck? You get
Yeah.
it? Like
That answers, I think.
yeah,
my question.
doesn't make the pie bigger.
Yeah.
The pie's big enough, you know, you can get a small slice, but it still might be more. That slice may be bigger than the pie you have now. The whole pie you have now, you know.
That
That's
makes
how
a lot of sense. Yeah, I had one more question. But I think I took too long. I was gonna say
if I can, if you think I can get it quick, man, because I got there's some people.
It would just be how to manage schedule around personal crowd.
Around personal stuff, man. Calendar, like you just gotta you know the stuff you gotta what's priority, and then you put that in the calendar first.
Yeah,
I'm on the calendar first. You know, and if your personal life is if it's a priority thing, like you got a girlfriend or a wife or something.
Right now, it's like just not to get like too into details. Like someone's sick, right? And so I have to just like help with that. So it's figuring out around that because it's like I can't work in that area because I'll get no sales, right? Like
that's the calendar. Or if you get, I don't know how much disposable income you have. Like one of my students, man, he's making like 20-30K a month, but his dad is super sick, you know, like he had a stroke and he had to hire a full-time caretaker.
Yeah,
right. Nothing he can do, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it was either that or watch his business crash.
That's literally the trade-off I was facing with last month. I was like, I just got started on this, got momentum.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm like, what the fuck?
You're sick, man, but now y'all both gonna be homeless, right? So you gotta money. You know, so maybe you hire even a part-time caretaker for this person. I don't know what the situation is.
Yeah. How do you deal with like those trade-offs, man? I feel like every time I make a trade-off for my business, I'm like telling everybody to screw off.
I do my best to make sure I prioritize the people I care about, but it's not many of them that get priority. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it you can only prioritize them, so it ends up being my son and my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Get around to it. You know?
No, I'm noticing. I was talking about. I was like, I have like no friends now. It's like it's kind of weird.
Listen, man, I ain't seen a friend in like who I don't work with in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
exactly.
yeah. Last time I saw a friend and we wasn't working to doing some work shit was New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah. That's just the life. I was even talking to my dad about because my dad also I work with my dad, right? My dad also runs the business, and it's like
be like
I don't have friends. Yeah,
it depends on how fast you want to go. You know,
right. Okay, cool. That helps, man. You're the man.
All right, brother. Hey, thank you, man, brother. Good luck.
Okay.
Yep, we about to bring another homie to the stage. Yo, listen, guys. If you're trying to grow your online fitness business, you're in luck. I got a free guide that'll show you how to grow your online fitness business, even if you don't have a big following, even if you're not certified, even if you don't have a lot of experience. It'll show you how to make your first 5K as an online trainer. The link is in the description. Go ahead and download that. And also, I'm taking on a few more online training clients. I'm opening it back up. So if you want me to train you one-on-one, help you get in the best shape of your motherfucking life, there's an application in there to work with me in the description. Here's the thing, though, guys. As soon as you fill out the application, you're going to get a text. You have to respond to that text or I'm going to fucking ignore your application. But if you respond to that text, I'm going to go through your application. I'm going to hit you up. All right? Let's get it, man. I don't know how to say this brother's name, but we're going to bring him to the stage. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man. How you say your name?
It's in French is Guillaume, but in English is William.
Oh, all right. What up, Will?
How you doing? Hey, I've been watching your video all day. It's been 2 years, and it's crazy. I went on YouTube and I just see you real live. So I'm like, hey,
that's what's up, man.
Brother.
You out there in France?
No, you know Montreal, Quebec, Canada?
Oh yeah, I know where that is.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, man. What's going on, brother? How can I help you?
So today was a question about mindset and money, of course. So I'm a financial planner, still studying my last session, and I'm a full-time life insurance, selling life insurance and helping people with their finances. Okay. So I need I've just started a business, been like 6 months. I have a marketing team. I do some content every week. I'm doing ads now. It's doing fine, but now it's a bit slow with leads and I need some motivation. What can I do? What prospection is all new to me. So yeah.
All right. So you said you're slow with leads right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did that start? When did it start slowing down?
Actually, After the breaks, right? So, but before the breaks, actually, with the New Year, Christmas, whatever.
After this year started slowing down.
Exactly. So
that's interesting. You said you are running ads?
Yeah, I've been running ads for like actually 2 weeks. So,
okay. All right, cool. How much money you spending on ads per day?
For now, $20 a day.
Oh, $20 a day. Okay.
It's not much, right?
On you? No, it's not much at all. Is that on Meta or Google or both?
Meta.
Okay.
So I'm posting on Instagram, Facebook, and
what kind of ads are you running? Tell me about it. What's the conversion event? What did I ads optimized for?
For the life insurance. If you want, I can show you.
No, I know that, but like, what is like? What's the object when you run in that? Are you running the ads from the ads manager?
Yeah.
Okay. When you run the ads? What's the objective on the ads?
The objective is straightforward. So I'm showing the like life insurance.
Yeah.
How low can it be for your situation? So pretty much.
Okay. And what do you leave into a landing page or what?
Yeah. It's going to my funnel. So there's my own website with some videos in it, and there's also like a little like formula, so they can describe a little bit their situation, and I follow up. And most of the time they don't answer at all.
So it's the book a call? Is it the landing page the book a call with you or what?
Yeah, a call, and also a call. But most of the time they don't book a call, so I call them.
You call them, yeah. I mean, how many leads are you getting a day?
For now, it's only been 6 leads.
6 leads. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. So when I say in the ads manager, you have to have an objective when you set up a campaign, right?
Yeah.
What does it say in the objective in the ads manager?
Let me see right now.
Is it what are you optimizing for? Leads, views?
Sorry. For leads.
For leads. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. All right. You're optimizing for leads, and what placements do you have? Like what placements is it? Is it automatic placements or are you placing them yourself?
Automatic placement.
Automatic placements, that means they're going everywhere. All right, it's fine. Are they video ads, reels, or is it
images?
It's images.
Before, like in the summer, I started my first videos and I put them all on ads. No leads at all.
What's your cost per lead?
For now, it's $20.
That's what it says. $20 a lead.
Yeah,
that's not bad. That's not bad.
With only one client, I can make 1,000.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. $20 a lead is not bad. And you're offering them what kind of services again? Financial services?
Yeah, financial services and mostly life insurance. Yeah,
life insurance. All right. Well, have you talked to anybody? Have you got any?
Yeah, I got a team. I got a mentor team.
No, I'm sorry. Have you gotten any calls from people? Have you talked to people? Like anybody booked a call?
I have 2 people who book a call, but they didn't show up today. Actually, but when I started my business for the first 6 months, it was all my closest friends, families.
Yeah. So that's what happens. Like a lot of times people start their business, right? The people they know or their followers or the people who are really warm, they'll buy first, right? Like,
exactly. So easy.
This is easy, right? And then they run out of those people, and then they got to start expanding.
Exactly.
You know? And that's
funny because
so you got to conform.
This Sunday I'm gonna cut all my hair, so I can be like very like I'm a black guy, so I have to look clean.
I got you.
So now I'm in the real life, so I really have to.
Okay. Yeah. Are you doing content on social media?
Exactly. I have like about 15 posts now. It's pretty good, doing 2 to 10K views, but
okay,
it helps for people to see my account, to see that I'm legit.
Yeah. You only got 10 posts?
15 already. Yeah.
15. How are you posting every day?
Once a week, because I saw that when I post every day, because my videos are pretty not harsh, but it's not like a gym content, right? Gym content is fun to watch, but when talking about finance, people are like, most of the people in Quebec don't have that much money, so people don't like to talk about money.
Quebec, though, it's people all over you. When you're on the internet now, man, it's people all over the world.
True.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You're gonna have to post more, brother. You're gonna have to post more to make more, because you can get more leads. You want to build up that you want to start building up that warm audience of people who like you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And once a week, I ain't gonna cut it, homie. And I know it's not fitness content, but I know people in the finance space and they post all the time, man. One of my boys, he does taxes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And he's like, he posts fucking tax content every day. I know 2 guys in that niche, right? I know people in the crypto space, they post every day, stock market say they post every day. And the people who are putting up numbers, right? Because you want to build that warm audience as well. And then, this thing about, man, what really helps is organic content and ads. They help each other.
Yeah, it's like
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They help each other. It's difficult. It's rare to see somebody like really successful with just one.
Okay.
And if you had, it's rare. Not to say it can't happen, but it's rare. And yeah, it's just super rare. So you want to post more organic content. Also, let me think about your funnel. So let's say I went to your funnel and I booked a call. What happens next?
So you're gonna receive 2 emails from me, one for life insurance and one for your kids, because my client niche is families. Okay. Before I wanted young clients, they didn't cut out. They don't have money, right? They're in school,
families.
Their life is starting. They always change their mindset. Whatever. So I'm going with the higher families because I was a psychologist before. I was helping families, so it's my very very my niche. So I'm giving them 2 ebooks for free, and for the family and for the kids, so I can see when they open the ebook or not. Okay.
All right. So what I would do, man, is like after they book a call, they should maybe like a video explaining some of this stuff.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Video on the thank you page.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. And does it go into detail helping them?
Yeah, exactly. With all the details. But I just started. It's been 2 weeks. I started with the new campaign. That's why it's getting slow.
I like it. Now, also, and you only spend $20 a day, right? So it's not like you spend a whole bunch of money. Also, you got you said those people didn't show up. What kind of reminders did you have before the call?
So they send an automatic message to them that 1 hour before the booking,
yeah,
to come, and the link is there also.
What CRM do you use?
I go high level.
Go high level. All right.
Yeah.
If I was you,
take your time.
you can use. You know what? I mean, I don't know. You're starting off so low, man. Like you can still do the automatic go high level stuff.
Yeah.
But if I was just starting out and I needed to get some fucking leads, to get sales, I would text them. Either I get another phone and I would like still using go high level to capture all the leads, but I would send them a video. Yo, what's up, man? I see you just booked the call, man. I look forward to talking to you. Like send a video.
Okay, like real.
Real. Now you can set that up through Go High Level too, right? There's a company called Send Blue, where you can send like iMessages through Go High Level. So that way you can like maybe you can do it on your phone, airdrop it to your laptop, and then send the video to them. So, but it'll send a blue text to them, right? So it's not
blue text.
It's in a blue text, and then you can do all the iMessage shit, which is video, talk. So they know they're talking to a real person.
True. Okay. Yeah.
Because if they just get an automatic shit, it's easy to just ignore that shit, man. Exactly. I had last election, I had Donald Trump and Kamala Harris fucking texting me, and I ignored them both. I ain't vote for nobody, right? Like, so it's like, but it's different to import more difficult to ignore a person when they put a name to the face. So as close to instantly as possible, send them a fucking voice message or a video. Okay. And I wouldn't be against you doing it with your real phone, man.
Okay, I'll do it. So put more money in the budget, I guess.
Yeah.
Put more organic once a day, or more
at least once a day. Listen, you want to make money online, you got to be online.
Okay, I see.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to make money, and it'll grow your following faster too.
True. Perfect. That's all. For last question for the motivation, what can I do to to do it more and more and more because
The good more you planning every hour of your day in the calendar.
I was in your victory vision planning, and I was doing it right now.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
what's up. Hey, that's a strong start. You know, man. For me, man, it's like motivation. You know, motivation is going to come and go, but what you really need to do is just, you know, you put it all on the line, man. So you need to focus on anytime you don't feel like doing something or you feel upset, you need to think about, hey, man, what happens if I don't accomplish this?
My haters, I want to be. I put it too in my
and that too, and then okay, now what happens if I do want it? Yeah, the list of hate, list of great. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
Important.
That's all for me, brother.
All right, brother. Good luck to you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Talk to you,
bro. All right, there's a brother in here named Cosmic, but all he is showing, he did not showing his face, man. I'm gonna give you a second to show your face, brother. I can't just bring you on. All I see is it looked like the stars or something. And I don't know what I'm getting into, man. I'm not trying to listen, Cosmic. I'm gonna have to chill, man. Let the homie Nora Lizard. What's up, Playboy? Oh, that's a woman.
Hi, can you hear me?
How you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't that when I got to get close, man. What's going on? How you doing? I didn't know any women watched me. That's awesome.
Can you hear me okay?
I hear you just fine.
Okay, so it's funny you said lizard. It's actually lizard. Like
lizard. That's even better than what I was saying. What's going on? How can I help you?
So I'm actually, in comparison to the last person, I'm getting into life insurance as well. And I'm just wondering, I have my test to take on Thursday. I'm just wondering, like, what's like the best way I can go about, setting myself up for success, making sure I'm able to prepare myself to help other people. Just really worrying about that.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Well, first of all, congratulations, man. Good luck on your test. You said it's tomorrow?
Thursday.
All right, yeah. Good luck to you on that. Listen, I ain't never been a life insurance salesman. You know, let me ask you a question. Do you have you're about to take a test? Do you have a position set up? You know, you're going to be working.
I'm gonna be working with Globe Life. I'm gonna be explaining products to customers.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that in that position, are you going to be responsible for getting your own leads and cold calling and stuff like that? Are you going to have to be responsible for actually doing the marketing part too?
So they're going to be presenting us with a lead sheet, and we're supposed to have 10 a week, at least 10 a week.
Okay, and so you're going to be doing the sales. So this is a sales job for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. All right. Have you got any sales experience?
Yes, I worked a few months with another company. It was a nonprofit organization.
Awesome.
But that's the only experience I have.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. This is the best, and everyone listening to you. This is the best sales advice I think I can give you. All right, and I've been talking about this many times for years, and every once in a while I'll run into somebody say, "Yo, I did this, and I made money." I did 2 times. These 2 young kids came up to me. One who was in the design district in Miami, and the other one was in Vegas, and they both say, "Man, I did what you said," and I immediately started making like $100K a year. You know, all right. So I'm gonna break this down to you. It's called the total immersion strategy. And I learned this once I had New York State hit me with a huge tax bill. I had to pay like a fucking ridiculous amount of money. I needed to make a bunch of sales real quick. So, you know, me and my marketing team, we spent a bunch of money, whatever. We got my calendar booked with calls, right? And what I did was I got 2 pair of headphones, right? Like AirPods and shit, you know. And what I did was all day, if I was not talking to another human or if I was not on a sales call, I was listening to sales material. It sounds super simple, but something happened. So when you do this, because what I was doing was, as soon as I wake up, boom, I put on the sales material as I'm getting ready, as I'm in the shower, eating breakfast, commuting to the office, if I had to leave if I between calls, if I got to eat lunch, I'm listening to the sales material. If I got to go to CVS to get something, I'm listening to sales material. While I'm in the gym, I'm listening to sales material. It was all day. If I was not talking to another human, sleep, or on a sales call, I was listening to sales material. So this is hours per day. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And what's going to happen is, after a while of this, right? And you're doing sales all day too, right? You're ingesting the knowledge, but you immediately get to put it into practice. It's what you're learning, and then you'll retain it better, right? You can immediately put it into practice and retain it. And after like a month or so, what you're going to notice is the game starts to slow down. It's the closest thing I can think of to when you hear about athletes in the zone and they say the game slows down. That's what it starts to feel like. And it almost feels like it's too easy, right? Because it's in you and not on you. You get what I'm saying? It's not some stuff you memorized. It's stuff you internalized. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. You start to fucking exude it. It's the most powerful strategy I've come across for better at sales fast. You gonna the best way to do it is probably audiobooks. You got some you got some audiobooks, or you need some recommendations?
No, I would need some recommendations.
Right, let me go ahead. Let me help you out. Hold on, let me open up my shit. It's a new phone. Hold on 1 second. All right, so if I was looking at sales books, I would go. Okay, there's a book called the Secrets of Power Negotiating. What is this motherfucker's name? Fuck. I wish I could. All right, I'll run. If I find his name, I'll as I run across the Secrets of Power Negotiating. I'll find the author's name in a minute. The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort. You're brand new at sales, so I'm not going to recommend it. Hold on, I was about to give you one. I was like, Hold on, I got a bunch of books in here. I want to give you the best. Pitch Anything by Owen Clav. I might be saying his name wrong, but Pitch Anything is the name of the book. Let's go with I want to give you the best ones especially based off your relative due to this.
You said Pitch Everything.
Pitch Anything.
Pitch Anything.
Yeah. You're gonna get The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort and The Secrets of Power Negotiating. I just can't remember the guy's name. The author's name.
I could just like search the name and it might pop up on Amazon.
Yeah, you can search the name. Let me think. Roger Dawson. That's his name. That shit, that book goes fucking hard, man. That book used to be on my secret list of like books that I wouldn't tell people about because I didn't want the ops to know about it. I'm looking for some other good ones for you. And all right, I'm gonna give you another one. This one is kind of harsh, but it's actually, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me find it. Yo, Secrets of Selling by Grant Cardone. Now, some Grant's the homie, right? But some of his tactics are a little like kind of old school. It's kind of like a little harsh and a little pushy. So take that one with a grain of salt. And then this one right here. What to say? What is that? Exactly what
to say.
It's a thin book, but it's like this is the kind of book you gotta like. You want to memorize some of this shit, You want to have some of this shit memorized. This is a good one. This is a really good one. It's a small book, And you want to loop these. You got enough books. Just loop them over and over again. Especially the secrets of power negotiating, and probably this one. And just fucking play them shits in a loop. You know,
Thanks for your recommendation.
Yeah, you should be able to recite these motherfuckers after like a few months. And if you do that, it's gonna be in you and not on you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, man. Good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
Later. All right, man. I'm helping everyone out. That's what I'm doing right now. Yo, I got another book for you. If you want to learn how to make your first 5K as an online trainer, the link is in the description. Go ahead and click that link. Let's get it. I got to put together a guide on how you can use AI to make your first 5K as an online trainer. Come on, man. Click that link. Don't fuck this up. All right, now we're about to bring the stage. David, what's up, Playboy?
What's up, man? What's up, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Doing good. About to hit the gym, but want to get the opportunity to talk to you.
Awesome, man. How can I help you?
All right. Couple things. First biggest thing this spring, what I really want to do is put together a sales team.
Okay.
To go out door knocking. Yeah. I got an opportunity. I work with the contractor, and he's like, "Hey, man, like we made a deal, and I'm like, "All right, well, if I get this opportunity, if I can get a sales team out there, and then we'll go door knocking for some paint jobs."
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever put together a sales team before?
I haven't. I've done sales, but I've never put my own sales team together. This would be the first time.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And y'all gonna be door to door knocking, huh? Have you done door knocking before?
Yes. I've door knocked quite a bit in the past. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, that's gonna bode well for you. All right, and so what questions do you have in regards to that?
I mean, I have to start from zero. I'm thinking I got to make a script. What would be a good place to start with the script?
Yeah, you definitely need to write a script for your salespeople, because a lot of people you're gonna get for that job, especially if they was selling paint. What's the price point gonna be?
Probably anywhere from it's gonna be like anywhere from 3 to 7K job.
Okay. Okay. What percentage commission do the salespeople get?
They're gonna. I think I want to give them 9%. I think that's pretty fair.
Okay. All right. So let's say we got it 6K.
Like $500.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
What do you think?
Yeah. So you're gonna get like new people, right?
Yeah, I have to do the whole. I'm gonna probably have to post an Indeed. I'm gonna work on the script. I'm getting this all ready for spring.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. So it's gonna be new people. So you definitely got to have a script, right? Yeah. They're gonna be new, and you're gonna probably have to do like training with them, like role play practice. And
what I was thinking is like,
or what?
Sorry, say that again.
Y'all gonna go door knocking together?
Yeah, I was thinking the best way to do it, because I've done door knocking, and you just lose yourself doing it by yourself, and it just kind of becomes boring and whatever. So my plan was like week of just training with them, and then I'm gonna have a neighborhood, and we're gonna go knock that whole neighborhood that whole day, and then next day we go next neighborhood. We're going neighborhood by neighborhood.
All right, yeah. So you're gonna have to do training with them, and you should probably, what I like to do with my sales team is role playing with them, like practice, like role playing the scripts, role playing the objection handling. You definitely got to do that during the training period, and then you got to start throwing objections at them, and they need to like, you'll have to do it at first, right? But once they have some familiarity with the script, what you want to do is make sure you're having them be the customer and the salesperson, and switch, right? Because when you roll, like you have experience with sales, and when you role play and you're the customer, you actually kind of feel what it's like being on the business end of that shit, and it's important for your salespeople to actually be able to feel how the customer may feel. It's gonna make them better salespeople. You know, and yeah, so they need to practice, they need training, and there's probably gonna be new people, man, because you say you 5% you're giving them.
I was 9%, 9%.
Oh,
yeah.
And the price point was what, 6,000?
Yeah, like on a $6,000 job, I think that's almost like $500 a job.
That's like yeah, it's like 540. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. And how many of them you think they can close a day?
So the guy that we're going to be closing for, I mean, so what I was thinking, because I have my own like contracting, LLC, so I was going to promote that first ahead of it. But the guy that I'm working with, he's been doing painting for 20, 30 years, and he produces a lot of work. So I'm hoping we can close, like 2-3 jobs a week per person. I don't see why not.
All right, yeah. So it's for somebody just starting out. That's good. It give them a lot of experience. All right. Yeah. So it's just training is going to be the most important thing for you guys, because it's going to be, because somebody's making like, for a salesperson to come on and make like $5K a month or some shit, right? Like you're not going to get the fucking cream of the crop to door knock at 5K, right? But that's okay, right? You're going to get people who are starting out, and when you do that, you just gotta train them really well. You
Training is gonna be the biggest thing.
Train them super well, and it has to be ongoing training. Like you might need to get together early and do role playing, warm up, because you don't want them warming up on customers, and on leads.
And what would you? I mean, like I don't have an office space. I was like thinking maybe like rent a little office space, or I'd meet up at a coffee shop.
Yeah, maybe you could definitely do that, or WeWork or something. You probably want to keep costs down initially, so maybe you do meet up at a coffee shop. Y'all meet up at the Starbucks, and then y'all do some role playing. You set the game plan for the day, get everybody hyped up, then you go out and hit the streets.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, man. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have a problem getting too many salespeople, because people are always looking for sales jobs. People who want to start sales, your problem's gonna be finding good ones.
Yeah, what is that interview process? What does your interview process look like?
For me, it's I don't do the hiring anymore. I have someone doing my HR. However, what she does is she has an application, and then when she sees the application she likes, then she conducts interviews. And on those interviews, she does she puts them in a mock sales, kind of role play kind of thing. And she sees how they handle it. She throws objections at them for the sales team. And but she does that for everything. Like if they're hiring somebody for any job, after the interview, they have to like do something to prove that they know what the fuck they're doing, So you're going to get people who don't know what the fuck they're doing, right? And so your job is to, do they have something natural? Do they seem like this person can be a good salesperson? This person got the energy. Is this person well kept? Does they present themselves well? If a motherfucker got face tattoos, it might not be the right person for door knocking. You fuck around, get this person shot, So it's like you gotta are they presentable? Do they have the right energy? You're gonna be looking for energy and presentation.
Energy presentation.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna be looking for, because you're gonna have to train them. They're not gonna have a lot of experience at like door knocking is a starting sales position,
Yeah.
Mm.
And then how can I dude, I really want to do this whole social media internet thing. I really suck at it. Mm-hmm. And I remember like last time I was on here with you, you were like, yeah, man, just start recording, just start throwing it out there. And I'm like, no, I don't know. But I think, you're right. I have to, and I have like some footage. I suck at editing. What do you do? Do you like hire, someone else edits your stuff, huh?
Yeah, I'm edit some stuff. Like it's like every once in a while I think, man, I think of something. I want to get this up today. I'll have an idea and I know I edited my first 1,000 videos on YouTube, so I know how to do it. I'm not the best, but like I've done it. Sometimes I'll throw some shit up on the internet. Like I don't like the real fancy shit, if it's graphics, I didn't do that, you know. But if it's like some regular shit, I can throw that up, you know. But at the same time, it's like, yo, bro, you are building a sales team from scratch. You might want to concentrate on that, you know. Like you might kind of want to concentrate on that, at least get that off the ground and get that set, because that's a big undertaking. It seems like what you have going on, you know. And I would hate to see you spread yourself too thin.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm leaving it out for spring.
Yeah, I think that's more job. But as far as social media, man, like, yo, it depends on what you want to make your social media about. Like, what kind of content you gonna be making?
Dude, just everything I do, man. I've got my little LLC going. This is about to be the 4th year. I just did my boxing.
You can't just be a guy talking about regular shit. You need to niche down to like people.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a little all over the place, but I be doing boxing. I be doing real estate. I be doing contracting.
That's not a little all over the place, man. That's way all.
But I've gotten paid. I've made some good money in contracting. I just closed 2 deals in real estate.
That's cool.
I just had a fight.
Right, like you can't be the boxing unless you're gonna be the boxing contractor, and then, you know, just the
yeah. That's where I was at. I was like,
I just pick a lane and roll with it, man. That's the easiest way to grow, is to pick a lane.
Pick a lane. Okay.
Best way to grow. Pick a lane.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
All right, guys. Peace. Damn, guys. There's a lot of people in the waiting room. Fuck. I gotta go, man. I gotta go, guys. I didn't realize it's 7 right now, man. I'm real sorry, guys. Everyone in the waiting room, I apologize. I had to leave at 7. Damn, I would love to talk to all of y'all. I gotta go. I gotta call my son, man. Hey, the boy's waiting for me, man. I'm sorry. You know, I gotta break the cycle of black men neglecting their children, man. I gotta break these I'm trying to break down these stereotypes for us, man. I'm doing this for all of us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yo, I gotta go, man. I'm sorry, guys. If you want to learn how to grow your online fitness business, I got a free ebook that'll show you how to do it. Click the link in the description Also, I'm taking on some new online training clients. If you want me to train you, help you get in the best shape of your life this year, there's an application where you can fill it out. The thing is, as soon as you fill out the application, you're going to get a text message. Right, you got to respond to that text message, and I will actually be responding back to you, but only if you respond to that first message. The first one is automated. Next one's coming from me. All right. Sorry, I got to go, guys. My man just put in a super chat. Yo, I'm 32 years old. School again. Become an MD. That's 8 more years minimum. Counting. Broke streak. Averaging blah 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 blah. Leading indicators. Bro, what is the question? Right, the main reason. Yo, I don't know what's the question. Can y'all figure this out? Like, am I tripping? But the main reason is physical salary, broke streak. Yo, I don't know what the question is. He's just leading indicators. Bro, I'm sorry, man. Like, yo, I feel like the Riddler gave me fucking $9 and I got to decode this shit. I don't know if you just like shouting yourself out. Sorry, man. I don't understand what the question is. And I gotta go. I gotta call my son, man. He waiting on me, man. All right. I'll let y'all, man. Y'all, I'm gonna do this every day this week. All right. Oh, no, tomorrow. Okay. Next time I'm gonna do this is gonna be Wednesday at 5. All right. And jump on stream. All right. Peace.